Season 1, Episode 10, titled Manifestation. This episode is all about manifestation. Is it magical? Is it real? Does it work? I certainly believe it does. To practice manifestation involves turning ideas into reality by aligning your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions toward your desired outcome. And I will share with you today how some famous people have used it to get the life they want and deserve. Stay tuned. Hello, kindred spirits. Welcome to the Magical Mystical Divinations podcast. I'm your host, Southern Mystic Tama P, creator of mysticdivinations.com. That's mystic with a K, by the way. I invite you into my sacred space located in the heart of East Tennessee. Grab your favorite drink and hang out with me for a spell for lighthearted insight, tips, and tidbits. A lot of wisdom as we connect on a higher level. This is episode 10 of my first season, and let me tell you, I have loved every moment of creating this podcast. So here we go. Manifestation, in its simplest definition, is something theoretical made real. To manifest is to make evident or certain by showing or displaying. Does it really work? Well, I certainly believe in it. I have manifested much of my life's outcomes, and by manifesting, I am using the definition as defined by Urban Dictionary as a hope for a desire until it comes true using the law of attraction. So what is the law of attraction? It is the belief that the universe provides what a person focuses on through their thoughts. It's based on the idea that like attracts like, and that positive thoughts lead to positive outcomes, while negative thoughts lead to negative outcomes. I don't know about you, but there have been times in my life when I was absolutely negative, depressed, and merely existing day to day. Those can be the lowest points in life, and I will have to say that the more negative I allowed myself to be, the more negativity entered my life. Sometimes it felt like I couldn't get back up before something knocked me down, and the more I complained and wallowed in my darkness, the darker the world became. Seeing someone else having better luck just made me more bitter. Resentment seeped in like damaging waters, and when I say it creates a flood of bad emotions that a person can drown themselves in, I am not exactly exaggerating. I don't like feeling that way. And the old saying that misery loves company, that's also true, because the more I shared my miserable outlook, the more people shared theirs with me. And the unhappiness and dissatisfaction grew like weeds, taking over any budding thoughts and blooming ideas until they were almost smothered out, until I practically didn't give a damn about the outcome of anything anymore because I had allowed lower vibrational thoughts to consume me. This went on for years, okay? There have been a lot of dark periods in my life. Maybe we all have that in common. But when you sink really low and you don't even want to reach for the light, well, my friends, getting up from that despondent state of unhealthy mentality isn't easy. And if you were there, I encourage you to listen to this podcast. If you have a friend or loved one who is at one of the lowest points in their lives, share this podcast with them. Because my intention is to illustrate how working with manifestation can help bring positivity and balance back into your life. That was also my intention when I created my website. I want to help empower others and offer various magical ways for all of us to look for and find the silver lining in the darkest of moments. Now you might say, well, you may be a crazy hillbilly who just sits around sipping moon tea and shuffling your oracle cards, talking about all this divination and magic stuff. You might ask, why would I ever want to listen to you? Because I changed my entire outlook on life. I lifted myself up from the darkness during times when I wish I'd never been born. I changed my entire life's path from the mundane struggles of just going through the motions and getting by, and I raised my vibration and my awareness, and I saw a new life unfolding. At first, it was a spark or a sparkle in the glooming clouds. And like the sun's illumination parting those clouds, my thoughts and my days started to become brighter. And I focused on what I do have versus what I don't have. And I started working with the phases of the moon. I was already journaling my thoughts. But more importantly, journaling what I wanted. I had to start journaling what I wanted. And you'll hear more about that later and how effective it is. And I started showing gratitude for every blessing. And lo and behold, the universe began to answer with positive reinforcement that I am worthy, that I deserve a better life than I had, and that if I want it bad enough and did my share to create happiness and fulfillment, the universe would guide me and give me something tangible to make my dreams come true. If you want further proof, let's talk about some famous people who have publicly claimed to use manifestation to achieve their goals. Oprah Winfrey is a great example. She is an advocate of visualization boards, referring to them as an act of preparation for getting what you want. Oprah is all about manifesting your dreams. Michael Jackson. He would repeat his vision of the biggest selling album of all time over and over in his mind, and this eventually showed up in his life. Yes, Michael Jackson manifested his success by programming his own mind and repeating his desired outcome over and over. He believed that the power of his thoughts could influence reality. There are actual photos of his journal where he used this scripting technique. He also made affirmation tapes, and sure, he's super talented. But this helped him to achieve his success, which, as you know, he was very successful. Mariah Carey came from poverty, and yet she would always say she was going to be a superstar one day. In fact, I learned through my research that she is quoted as saying, "Protect your dreams, even in the face of disadvantages and dysfunctions. You can't let anybody find, control, or take away your vision of your life, not your mother, brother, sister, father, spouse." Mariah Carey speaks of her unwavering faith when she says this, "I understood on a soul level that no matter what happened to me or around me, something lived inside of me that I could always call on. I had something that would guide me through any storm. The fact that I believed I could become a successful artist is one of my greatest strengths." That is what Mariah Carey is quoted as saying. Think about this. Ariana Grande's lyrics in her song about Pete Davidson are all about manifesting her relationship and engagement to Pete Davidson. She even manifested her role in the iconic musical Wicked. Jim Carrey, the Hollywood actor who, during an interview with Oprah, came up with an amazing manifestation story. He was so sure that he was going to become a success, he describes manifesting it by writing himself a $10,000 check. Dolly Parton, who is a country superstar from my home state and who literally came from rags to riches, was interviewed in 1977 for Rolling Stone magazine. She said she always set goals and wrote them down. She always made elaborate lists and wrote down her detailed plans on how to get them done. And then she would hide them so no one else could see them. And she believes by writing everything down, it makes things a lot more concrete. Then, when she'd go back and look and read them years later, she was amazed to see that most of what she wrote down came true. Listen, my friends, I do a lot of these things myself. I have done it for years and years, and this old country girl was super thrilled to discover someone as famous as Dolly Parton used the same techniques. How cool is that? Then there's Lady Gaga. Before she became famous, Lady Gaga used her iron will to mentally tell herself it was going to happen. In an interview back in 2011, once her star was rising, she shared how she repeated the affirmations to herself over and over, affirmations that she was famous, even before she was. She is quoted as saying, "You repeat it to yourself every day. It's not yet happening, it's a lie. You're saying a lie over and over again, and then one day the lie is the truth." Now, some of these famous people have outright called it manifestation, and some have simply talked about it in terms of writing down the life they want to live, visualizing their goals and dreams, and as you can see, they all succeeded. But let's not paint an unrealistic picture. Let's not believe that by simply visualizing it, speaking it, and writing it down, that it will magically just happen out of thin air. No, that kind of magic happens on the big screen and in Hollywood scripts and in the wonderful fictional books I love to read. But here, in our very real 3D world, it's not that simple. Let's say you want to manifest money. You might picture the money in your bank account or meditate on how badly you want to get paid. The visualization and meditation alone will not cause money to show up on your doorstep the next day or be wired into your account from some unknown force. That simply will not happen. But manifestation can and will help you in indirect ways when it comes to getting what you want. It gives you the peace of mind you need to pursue the career you want or the life you want, and the visualization keeps you focused on your prize. Then the manifestation is allowed to work. The most common forms of manifestation involve visualization, journaling, meditation, and positive affirmations. These practices are phenomenal for your mental and emotional well-being. They can reduce your stress, improve your mood, and actively increase the odds that you achieve your goals. Manifestation forces you to really focus on the things you truly want. You can think about it like gifts that you would like to have, or even gifts that you would like to give. These can be emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, whatever. And if you aren't entirely sure what you want out of life, getting specific about what you want on a day-to-day basis can be a valuable exercise. It's possible that you stumble on something that you didn't even realize you wanted in the first place. keep in mind you do need to actively pursue your goals. Manifestation can also make you feel in charge of your own destiny. If you're a naturally pessimistic person, manifestation can help you change that. But here is a disclaimer. If you have an anxiety disorder, clinical depression, or obsessive compulsive disorder, manifestation probably isn't right for you, unless you can find a life coach or therapist, like I did, who is also into holistic healing and such. These professionals can help you learn to address those disorders while incorporating manifestation and positive thinking in your life. But if changing your mindset from negative, self-limiting thoughts to pursuing your dreams and goals actively while enhancing your belief in your self-worth and creating a more positive and balanced life, then practicing the art of manifestation may be life-changing. As I have mentioned, it worked for me. For instance, here are some things manifestation can help you with that will change your life. Let's start with your job or career. You may want to manifest a successful presentation. If you're nervous about public speaking and have to give an important presentation, use manifestation to calm your nerves and envision how you want the presentation to go. And don't let the negative visuals enter into your thoughts. Instead, rebuke and replace the self-doubt with affirmation and the knowledge that you can and will give a good presentation. Or maybe it's a promotion that you desire. Use manifestation to open yourself up to new opportunities at work and align yourself with a task that will help you reach your goal. Focusing on getting a promotion will open your eyes to opportunities within your current workplace, while thinking about taking on a new job will prime you to pay attention to external options. Or maybe your dream job might actually be working for yourself. The detailed visualization process in manifestation can help you determine the type of business you want to start and infuse the process with positive energy instead of worry and stress. It doesn't stop there. You can use manifestation to improve your relationship skills. It's normal to experience rocky patches with family members or friends, and you might even deal with toxic family dynamics. Using manifestation techniques can help you drop long-standing resentment and identify what you can do to encourage healthy connections. Or you may want to attract new friends. Envisioning yourself enjoying time with new friends will show you what you're looking for in a friendship and what kinds of activities you want to do with friends, opening the door to finding these relationships in real life. And remember, like-minded people enhance your life. By becoming more positive and self-assured, you will attract like-minded friends. Because you have now begun to set healthy boundaries, you have begun to believe in your self-worth, and you will exude a more positive auric field, which is the energy we project in our energy field, our aura, which surrounds every living being. Remember, in episode 7, titled Know Your Aura Color and What It Means, I spoke about seeing your aura and other people's auras and how to use this ability to improve your life and repel the energy from the more negative people. It really helps you to read others and to adjust your own moods and perceptions. If you haven't listened to episode 7, maybe you will, because all of these suggestions within all of my episodes go hand in hand in creating more fulfillment and positivity. And manifestation is a powerful tool in our arsenal of magic tools and abilities. In episode 3 and 4 of season 1, I talk about unleashing your inner magic, and subsequently, what is divination magic. I describe what magic is, how to use it, and I talk about the most important magical tools we can work with. And in episode 5, titled Do You Have a Sixth Sense?, I share the most common extrasensory capabilities that most of us have. And we can have one or more special gifts or powers that we can use to better our lives, improve our thinking, and empower ourselves. I know that manifesting personal empowerment has been a huge blessing for me. If you struggle to stand up for yourself or get stuck in cycles of self-sabotage, manifesting confidence will transform your personal and professional life. With more confidence, you will take more risk, learn to say no when saying yes would overburden you or cross boundaries, and put yourself out there when it comes to making new friends. Freeing your mind from overthinking and negative thinking can be liberating, because chronic stress and anxiety can have serious physical and mental consequences. If you feel mild to moderate anxiety about small things or find you can't focus due to constant worry, spend some time manifesting calm, manifesting balance. You can achieve this with meditation or visualization or journaling. Remember how Oprah made a visualization board? Piece together words, images, and written goals and pin them to a visualization board, which will keep you focused when your mind starts to wander. It will be a daily reminder of your intentions. I have a small magnetic board that I found at a spiritual enlightenment festival where vendors sold their various products and services, and I use it for daily affirmations. But I intend to make my own visualization board catered to my taste with certain fabrics and images which make me feel powerful. This can be a very fun project, but you can start with just taping images and affirmations to a mirror. That's as easy as it gets. I am a huge fan of journaling. I have been journaling since I was a teenager. Journaling creates a safe place to record your thoughts and goals and feelings without judgment, unless someone, of course, breaks your trust and reads your journal, which did happen to me as a teenager when I kept a diary. But as an adult, I have my own special, sacred space. An entire room now, and I have many journals and books and things, and I also have a partner who doesn't infringe upon my privacy or my magical practices. If you don't have that same safe space, I encourage you to create such a space. It can be a small corner of a room or a little spot in a walk-in closet. Episode 2 of Season 1 talks about creating your sacred space. It can literally be a box of your goodies tucked away in the trunk of your vehicle with a fold-out chair and a blanket where you can spread out in nature. But journaling is a very private and personal practice, which you are entitled to if it appeals to you. And the safest journal to keep that would never be an embarrassment if discovered by someone else is a gratitude journal, where you remember what you are thankful for. Now let's refer back to Jim Carrey. Supposedly, he admitted to writing himself a large check before he became famous. And this is a form of scripted journaling and is a form of practicing manifestation. This method tricks your brain into thinking you have already manifested your goal because you are writing from the point of view of your future self. Describe how you feel when you land your dream job, or meet your soulmate, or you earned a 6-figure salary. And as you do this, stay focused. Visualize your dream life as if it is happening right now, and use the present tense and be very detailed about how you feel, what you see, even what you may hear or smell or taste, if that's part of what you are manifesting. And live in that moment. And every time you revisit this part of your journal or whatever you created to help you visualize your dream life, allow yourself to feel that joy and happiness. And your mind, body, and spirit will welcome those moments. And you will start to do the things necessary to achieve this glory permanently. And it will become your reality because you will subconsciously seek out opportunities and methods to reach that goal. One more important aspect to manifestation is also notating or recognizing what you want to leave behind. For instance, let's go back to the job. You're unhappy in your job. Stop focusing on what it is about that job that makes you unhappy. Just do what you need to at work, of course, because your goal isn't to get fired. But it's shifting your focus from worrying about why you don't like your job to envisioning what it will feel like when you walk into your new job. Envisioning that new office or space, or the job you get to do from home, or visualize being your own boss. So definitely do write down or visualize leaving the old job behind. Feel the joy of letting go, but put your sights and focus on your new career or the job you desire and manifest it. Remember, we are working with our highest self and the divine or the universe, and the universe wants the best for us. Our choices sometimes detour us from living our best life, but if you are listening to this podcast, you are already making changes in your life, and you are already seeking more balance and happiness. Manifesting methods are an easy way to start building your dream life. It doesn't matter what method you choose. What matters is that you have the conviction to follow through. The phrase, fake it till you make it, holds some truth when manifesting your dreams. It takes courage and to believe in yourself, and continue despite obstacles and challenges. But it's always worthwhile. How you think and feel impacts what you do. Manifesting will be challenging some days, I'm not going to lie, but that's okay. Keep going, and don't be afraid to ask for help. If you can dream it and then put in the hard work necessary to achieve it, you will. That is how manifestation works. I hope you have gained some valuable insight today or taken something away from this episode that will help you. And I do thank you for your time. Be sure to visit my website and click on the links that take you to my YouTube channel for helpful videos, or visit my blog for helpful content. I have also listed some products for sale on my website and on Etsy because I do want to be one of your go-to sources when it comes to magical, mystical, divination practices and self-empowerment. I would like to leave you with some positive quotes. Oprah Winfrey was quoted as saying, "The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate." Willie Nelson was quoted as saying, "Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results." And Rumi said, "The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything that you want, you already have." My friends, you can do this. This has been a Mystic Divinations podcast. I am your host, Tama P. Be sure to visit Mystic Divinations on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and X. That's Mystic with a K, by the way. Have a blessed day.